Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. What's the old saying? If it's not one thing, it's another. I'm back in the Scion, the normal vehicle, having gone back, having put this in the shop for a while. Now, again, with that said, Scion now running at 177,000 miles. It's a 2013, so it's a 10-year-old vehicle. I think I've had it for 9, something like that. Yeah, I think I got it in 2014. So I've gotten my money out of it. Haven't had a car payment in years. My wife runs a 2010 Mustang. I got my Mini Cooper, 2003, so it's a 20-year-old vehicle sitting in the garage. And glad to have that as a backup when this one's in the shop. Because, of course, nobody keeps 10-year-old parts around, especially for a weird vehicle like a Scion. That's technically a Toyota, but it's still not the same thing. So it took a while to get the brakes done. There was some other stuff I wanted to get done, some headlight stuff, but it was too expensive, and they couldn't tell me how fast we could get the part, and so, c'est la vie. But again, everything's fine. Back in the Scion, go to hit the air conditioning the other day, nice 90-degree weather. Guess what? Air conditioning's out again. Now, it's been an off-again, on-again thing for me in this car for like 3 or 4 years. Thought it was a Freon problem. No, it wasn't a Freon leak, or whatever they now call Freon. Maybe it's the compressor. Go to take it in to repair the compressor. He couldn't get it to not work. Go on to use it earlier, 2-3 weeks ago. Blowing hot air. I know I'm going to need a new compressor. Not a cheap part. Don't want to spend another. It took $1,000 for a $20,000 vehicle. When I bought it new, took $1,000 to replace the brakes. Tires are always a good $1,000, and I'll be needing new ones of those soon. And they say the compressor is like $500, plus where it sits in the vehicle is a lot of labor. So I'm looking at, guess what, about $1,000. Now, I don't want to have a car payment, because it's hard to believe some people have $1,000 car payments now. I don't want a $500 a month car payment. But if it's not one thing, it's another. Once you put a car on the road, you hope and pray you don't have any problems until you're done with the car payments. And then all that money you use for the car payments, you kind of got to put away because you're going to need it for repairs. Because after a while, if it's not one thing, it's another. And in this vehicle, again, it's just a cheap little, they were geared at, there goes my phone. They were geared at young people. They were geared at first-time car buyers. I liked it because it was cheap, it was roomy, I could sit up in it right, I had a good feel for it, and the price was right. I love vehicles, but I don't love to spend money on vehicles. I always wanted to have 10 or 20, and now, in fact, I got 3 is sometimes a pain, but that's okay. But when it comes to vehicles, as much as I love them, they've gotten so expensive. It's almost like, well, I'll deal with it. I don't like to have the expense of a repair, but I'll deal with the expense of a repair because that's what you got to do. That's just the way it works, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of funny where it's almost like having a car payment. So at $1,000, and I would say every couple of months because you can go months without something, but I think my car payment was $300 with this car back in the day. So that's basically $1,000 is 3 months of car payments. So if you have a repair every 3 or 4 months at $1,000, which, sad to say, sometimes these repairs are $1,000, even if it's $500. I had my door lock I had to replace last year or something like that. That was $500 for the part, the repair, the maintenance, and that was at a good local garage. For a door lock, it is what it is. It's kind of funny how if it's not one thing, it's another. Yeah. I would love it for just one thing to be broken on this car at all times. Not 3 or 4 and you pick and choose. The reason I put the Super Cooper away finally, because I'd had this back for a couple of weeks, which was loving driving the Mini, started having a tire problem. Yeah. I think it's a valve stem in one of my tires kept going down. Finally saying, you know what, park it, I don't want to deal with it right now, because that's $500 to repair a tire there. Starts adding up. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home to all the Road Warrior videos. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Love it when you tell a friend, love it when you like, love it when you comment, share, all those kinds of things you're supposed to do to YouTube videos, to just videos on the internet, I guess Vimeo or YouTube or Dailymotion or wherever you're putting the videos. We'll see you next week. Another Road Warrior. Thanks.